Welcome back to our channel, all you fabulous people. Thank you again so much for joining us. And you know, while you're here, you might as well hit that subscribe button.
Right.
And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button too. But for today's content, we are continuing our series, the 5 least popular rides and snacks in all the parks. And today, we are checking out Magic Kingdom. So come join us.
So if you haven't checked out our top 5 series, make sure you do that. They are linked below for you. But yeah, we have to do Magic Kingdom. We've already done Animal Kingdom. We're kind of just going in the same order as our top 5. So if you haven't seen one of these videos yet, we asked ChatGPT for the top 5 least favorite or least popular rides and snacks in each park, just like we did for our favorites series. So this is according to the internet, according to the fans, what they don't like. Yeah. Things that they're saying that you should skip, or we'll give you the reasons why they're skipped as well. Right. You know, I like this series a little bit for the ride situation. Yeah. Because some of people's least favorite rides are our favorites because they have lower wait times. But the snacks and the food, that's where it's getting
here for the snacks.
Interesting because, you know, people don't like this food, or they say you should skip this food. Yeah. Now, we had a pleasant experience in Animal Kingdom yesterday, trying these snacks. Out of the top 5 snacks that people did not like, there was only one that we really didn't care for. Yeah. So it's interesting. We'll give you our true and honest opinion. Now, Magic Kingdom tends to be my least favorite park for food. Yeah.
I see that. I can understand why.
So I think I might agree with some of these today, but let's head right in and find our number 5 least favorite snack on the list.
Starting off with the number 5 worst snack in the park is going to be the Mickey Mouse pretzel without cheese, because if you watched our top 5 favorites, the Mickey pretzel made the cut with the cheese sauce.
Yeah, I think this is hysterical because, like, how is it on both?
Well, it is very dry, so you need the cheese sauce.
Without the cheese sauce, it just you can't even tolerate it. So why fans are skipping it? Bland, dry, inconsistent freshness. Shape is often the only appeal, and that's what I said when it made the top 5, because we are big fans of like the other style of pretzel you can get throughout the park at like Prince Eric's Market, of course the Germany Pavilion. They are normal shaped pretzels, they're kind of big, but they taste so much better. They're way more fresh, they're not as dry. And I said when we did the top 5, I don't think it deserved a spot. The only reason I feel like it made it was because somebody wants to eat something Mickey shaped while they're in the park. Yeah. But I just think it's hysterical that if you take the plastic cheese sauce away,
it is now one
of the worst. So I agree. It should be on the worst list, not on the favorites list.
Starting off our day with number 5 worst ride in the park is Tomorrowland Speedway.
All right, let me see why people skip it, and then we could talk about it. So, loud, smelly gas engines, outdated theming, leave this attraction feeling stuck in the past. Many hope for a Tron-style electric retheme. It's also taking up valuable space in Tomorrowland, and I think Steve could not agree more.
I couldn't agree anymore.
If you have watched our videos in the past, or if you ever seen that one reel that Steve made that got a lot of attention about a year ago, this is his least favorite ride, number one in your heart. So give your opinion. Do you agree?
Reasoning for that, when I made that reel a year ago, there was a lot of commenting, and a lot of us agreed that it should be changed into some type of electric vehicle ride, because this is Tomorrowland. These cars run on little lawnmower engines on gasoline. That is not tomorrow's technology. Right. And it's not fun. It's slow, it's bumpy, it's hot as heck.
It's really hot.
And it stinks.
I feel like the heat mixed with the smell is just a bad combination, and that was like kind of what I said too. It takes up so much space.
Yeah, you want to put a Cars Land in Magic Kingdom? This is the spot you should do it.
I love that Cars Land is going where it's going, but I think it would be cool to make it more futuristic. Like, I think instead of getting rid of it completely, to kind of bring it into tomorrow and make it more futuristic. Exactly. And I agree it should be on the list. I'm okay with it landing it. No, I'm not okay with it being at number 5. I would rate this like number 2. Okay. Because number 1, when we get to it, is my least favorite, and I would rank this as my second least favorite. Like, we always skip this one. So, like, I definitely don't think it should be 5. It should be scooched up the list a little bit.
So number 4 on the list is a churro.
Yes.
Now,
Now you can find these at like various kiosks around each park, every
Yeah.
park really, but why fans are skipping this.
yes.
Often stale and lacks the Disneyland crispiness. And I
Oh,
agree.
so agree.
Maybe if you've only ever had a churro here in the Magic Kingdom, you don't have anything to compare it to. I've also heard the ones over at the Nomad Lounge are amazing.
Okay.
But we've been to Disneyland and we've had churros from like actual Mexican restaurants
Yes.
as well. But the Disneyland churros are absolutely perfect. They are amazing. They often come with different toppings and things. Like we got like
Yeah.
a peanut butter and chocolate
The
type
marshmallow
one.
fluff was on. Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
good.
it was so great. But the churro itself was perfect. It was crispy on the outside, but like warm and soft in the
It
middle.
has like
and
that chewy inside,
yes,
not like
and
dry.
this tends to be just like dry and like kind of crusty
Yeah.
throughout. And we've gotten the Halloween ones
Yeah.
that were really
That was
bad.
really bad.
But we're just trying the plain one today
Yeah.
to give an authentic review. So go ahead and take a bite.
All right. Well, I wanted to say real quick, they do come with a chocolate dipping sauce.
They do. We're not
and,
going to use
I mean, they
that
are big.
because I want to get the churro experience. Oh, it looked dry.
Very crunchy. Now, mind you, this is 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. We're here.
Fresh.
You would think they'd be fresh, but no. I mean, it's a great sugary sweet treat, but if you're expecting a like top quality churro,
It's
This
so
is not gonna be
dry,
it.
and I don't understand why. Because so many other places make churros, and
I don't
think
think
they're
these are-
cooking them too long or something to not leave that softness in the middle. I don't know. But they are 100% always dry. I actually just got a piece stuck in my throat.
almost choked.
It's
Disney
still kinda
World,
there.
fix your churros.
Yeah, like I also just don't get like if they're
Or stop
really
selling them. Like,
if they're
come
really
on.
good in Disneyland, why can't we make them the same exact way over here? It makes
Yeah.
no sense. Now the kids, they won't care. They're gonna eat
Oh,
this.
they're
They're
gonna
gonna
love
enjoy it because they don't know right from wrong when it comes to churros. But I agree that this should be on the list, and I think coming in right around number 4 is probably a good
Yeah.
spot for it to land.
Coming in at number 4 for the worst rides is going to be The Little Mermaid.
What? Under the Sea, The Journey of the Little Mermaid is one of my favorites, but
All right.
let's see
Yeah, why people don't
why
like
fans
it.
skip it. So this is a little long here, although it's a beautiful dark ride. Many feel it's too slow, with too much emphasis on static scenes and less engaging storytelling. Fans also criticize the lack of emotional pacing. It rushes through the climax and resolution.
I mean, who is saying all that?
The
ride is
internet.
slow. It's relaxing.
I have to say, like on
It's
vacation,
great.
this was always a must do for us. Now, yeah, I get it. It's a slower paced ride, kind of like Nemo.
Right.
But the scenes are
The kids love
wonderful,
it.
especially if you're a Little Mermaid fan. Listen, I will wait 30 minutes in this queue any day just to be in the queue.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorite queues in all of Disney. It is beautiful. It is almost all inside.
Yeah, most of it.
And it's beautiful throughout, especially if you take a look around and like really take in all the little pieces of each area.
All those details,
There's
yeah.
so much to look at just in the queue. And I don't know, like The Little Mermaid I grew up on, obviously, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
like love the Kiss the Girl scene in that. I just think it's so beautiful. I don't know. I don't agree with this. I don't think this should be on the list.
Not at
When
all.
we get to the end, we always give our final thoughts, and I think that we're going to have to figure out what we would replace this with because this doesn't deserve to be hated.
Number 3 on the list is going to take us over here to the Golden Oak Outpost because they have some nasty beignets.
Tiana's famous beignets have made it to number 3 on the list here. Let's see what the fans are saying. Fans say skip Tiana's beignets in Magic Kingdom because they're often described as dense, chewy, and lacking the light, fluffy texture of authentic New Orleans style beignets. We couldn't agree more with this. We got
Right.
them
Well,
when they first came out.
They're not dense. They are an air pocket.
Yeah, it was.
They were like, it's just open inside
And
with
it
a
was
crust.
pretty dry,
It was dry.
especially with the powdered sugar. You kind of
Yes.
need that like light, fluffy
You need-
atmosphere inside to help with the powdered sugar. Also, the ones over at the Port Orleans French Quarter
Those are the
Mickey
ones to
shaped
get.
and way, way better tasting. And I have also had the pleasure of getting beignets over in New Orleans Square in Disneyland,
Yeah.
which were square but also wonderful. So these just are not living up to the beignet name.
No.
especially if you've had traditional New Orleans beignets, I'm sure that they really don't compare.
These are very disappointing.
But again, like just like with the churros, you know, I don't understand why can't we use the same like recipe that they have over at the Port Orleans French Quarter, because they're wonderful over there. So yeah, these deserve to be on the list, and it's really disappointing because we love the Tiana's ride, and I was excited for more Tiana themed things to come, and to put her name on these, and that they don't live up to being a wonderful beignet. I think that we need to, meaning me and you, Disney, we need to figure this out and change the recipe to get these a little bit above average here.
You've heard it. Let's make some changes. Coming in at number 3 for the worst rides in Magic Kingdom is gonna be Prince Charming's Carousel. All right, I'm okay with that.
So why fans skip it? While Charming and nostalgic fans often skip it because it's a basic carousel with no Disney storytelling integration, doesn't stand out compared to the park's more immersive attractions. I can understand that. I mean, even on our local boardwalk, there are carousels. Now, the one cool thing that maybe you don't know about this is Cinderella's horse is actually on this carousel. If you look for the horse that has gold wrapped around her tail, that is actually Cinderella's. So it is maybe a little bit more fun if you look for that. But then other than that, I guess that's about it.
That's about it.
You know
but
what?
I mean, the reason it's here is because of the history behind it. How Walt was sitting, watching his daughter go around in a carousel, and that's where he came up with the idea for Disneyland.
Yeah,
so
it has a lot of,
you need a carousel.
Like historical background. But I can see, like, you can kind of go on a carousel anywhere. You can even pay to go on one in Disney Springs if you want to. But the one thing I will say about this, like, I definitely see why it's on the list. I don't necessarily think I would take it off the list. But I love the carousel at night when it's all lit up here in Fantasyland, and it is beautiful. So, I mean, we'll probably always go on it because it's something to do without a long wait. But it definitely doesn't compare to some of the cooler, more immersive and storytelling type rides.
Coming in at number 2 on the worst snacks is going to be a Carmel Apple. And look at this monstrosity.
Yeah, I mean, we just got the basic because that's all it said was Carmel Apple.
Carmel
now,
Apple.
Some of those themed ones might suck you in a little bit, but let's see why fans skip it. Difficult to bite, messy, and impractical to eat on the go, which is also why we never get them.
Agreed.
The kids always want it, and I'm like, no, because I feel like they do have those plastic like containers over it.
It comes
so I
with
guess
the container, you could save it.
But I just imagine this being a sticky, disgusting mess, especially like walking around in the heat.
Exactly. Wait until you get out in the sun.
The kids are gonna have like stuff all over their, and the apple like isn't always easy to eat. So we are going to test this out right now.
But first of all, like, this is how it came out of the package. The caramel stuck to the package, and half of the caramel that was on here is still in the package.
I feel like if you had that white chocolate like candy coating over top, maybe that wouldn't happen, but I don't know.
As soon as you hit the sun, that's gonna melt.
It's gonna be a disaster.
All
so go for it. I'm not looking forward to biting this.
I can't even bite the apple. I can't. It's too slippery. All right, the stick almost cracked.
All right.
I'm done.
I'll give it a go. You gotta start up top.
Yeah, go ahead. Try to bite it.
Oh, it dripped down my
Cleveland.
Oh my God, I would never get this again.
No.
Like.
All right, well, you figured out how to bite it. I tried biting it from the side and all the caramel slid off.
So you literally have to start at the top and dig your bottom teeth into it from the top. Like, yeah, does it taste good? But would I rather get, like, the caramel apple slices from Wawa that comes with, like, it's like the green apple with the dipping caramel? Because that's so much easier to eat. I've also seen people...
the caramel's not that good.
I've also seen people taking, like, a melon baller to the apples and making rounds and almost making, like, cake pops with them.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is way more practical and easier to eat. It's just the fact that it's this big old thing, and, yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be messy. And, again, I can get caramel apple sliced things at, like, a convenience store. So yeah, I would say maybe skip this one. Coming in at number 2, I would agree.
I agree with this. Well, coming in at number 2 for the worst rides in Magic Kingdom is none other than the Barnstormer.
Let's talk about why fans skip it. It's often called a coaster for toddlers.
Well, it is.
Extremely short and not thrilling at all.
It is.
Adults and older kids typically find it underwhelming and not worth the wait. Now,
it's also hard to fit in the seats.
All right, so we just went on it because it's been a while since, especially you have been on it.
Yeah.
So we just had to do it. I knew I didn't like it, but we had to do it again to kind of see why. It had only about 20-minute wait, which normally isn't bad, but I will say a lot of this queue, you are in the sun.
Yep.
It's not really shaded. They do have fans, but not throughout the whole queue. So like I was drenched in sweat the entire time we were in line. So that 20 minutes felt longer. And then the ride is like, I also don't like that the bar.
1 minute. I think it's less than a minute.
I think it's like 30 seconds for real, and it's rough and bumpy. It'll definitely like make you feel a little woozy if you get that feeling from rides.
Yeah.
Also, my biggest thing with it is the height requirement's only 35 inches, but it's one lap bar. So it doesn't come all the way down like flush to the kids.
Right.
And like, so obviously an adult, like it's gonna stick out further. And like, I always put my hand in front of Maggie because like, that just makes me so nervous. She literally has probably about a foot of space between her and the bar. And I just don't love that. So like, I'm also uncomfortable the whole time because I'm like holding her. And yeah, it's just not a fun time for me. I don't like it so much. I think the kids could take it or leave it too. So coming in at number 2, I understand.
Number 1 for the worst snacks in Magic Kingdom is none other than the turkey leg.
Oh my God, I can smell it already.
The good old smoked turkey leg.
So why fans skip it despite being iconic? This massive snack is greasy and salty. Many guests say it's more of a commitment than a treat. Hard to eat while walking with a flavor that's more smoky than satisfying. Honestly, the smell of it is making my stomach turn already.
I'm committed.
All right, I will get a bite here for Tessie's purposes. I'm so not looking forward to this. Oh my God, it's horrible.
I don't mind. I've had a turkey leg before. I got it when we were at the Renaissance Fair. It is big. It's a lot. It's a little chewy, but it's smoked meat, chewy. So the meat, it's smoked. It's supposed to be.
There's no way I could eat this. And, the closer it gets to the bone, the more disgusted I would get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know it's smoked, and my brother and I talk about this a lot. Like, we understand the meat is pink because it's smoked, but to me, it just tricks my brain into thinking it's raw meat. And I just think it's absolutely repulsive. So the fact that it came in at number 1, I agree. Like, I'd rather just get a mediocre Disney burger or chicken tenders over this any day of the week. I can't do it. So this is going to be all you for a little while.
Get ready for the number 1 least favorite ride in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
None other than Astro Orbiter.
So Astro Orbiter is not even up there right now because it's been getting a refurb. So it's pretty much put back together, but the rockets still need to be put on. Let's see why fans dislike this ride while they're skipping it. Long wait times for a very short basic spinner ride that's similar to Dumbo, but harder to access because you have to take the elevator up. Many guests feel the payoff isn't worth the hassle. I agree. I hate this ride. I went on it one time.
You just don't like heights. You don't like spinnies. You are not the person to give
I went on this ride
opinion.
When Maggie was a baby, and I'll never forget, you took Maggie,
I could hear you.
took Luna, and it was nighttime because it was like, everybody says the views at night, which I will agree with. The views at night are gorgeous from up there, but I don't like heights. I don't like that it's up on that platform. It also like makes you feel a little more G-force, like they kind of lean or something, and I didn't like it at all. And Luna was like turning around and she was like, "Mom, isn't it so pretty?" And I was like, "Don't talk, no one can talk to me. Don't talk to me, just enjoy the view." And I will breathe when I get off. But I also hated the elevator part. Like, you wait in line for like a while. It always has
It's usually
a
got a
wait.
long wait.
And then you have to get in the elevator with a bunch of people. It's like crowded and smelly. And then you have to go up and get on. And I agree that I just feel like it is a hassle. I also will just never ride it again. I don't like it. Definitely my number 1 least favorite ride. I will skip this every time. We know it's not yours.
Yes, well, you guys know what my number 1 ride is.
Yeah, you would go on this again where I would not. But I agree. I'm glad this is number 1.
Well, that wraps up the worst 5 rides and snacks in Magic Kingdom. And I'm not really surprised that a lot of those are on there, except for maybe 2.
Well, I feel like when we did Animal Kingdom yesterday, I was not so much with rides, but some of the food, I was like, oh, this food is so good, which I also expected at Animal Kingdom because the food is good. Now, the food today, I believe all these food items definitely deserved to be on the list because you know, like I said, some of those things I would much rather have even a side of French fries over those items. Now, the one thing I don't agree with is the Little Mermaid being on there. Like,
That's one of our favorites.
Yeah, well, I can see why people might skip it because it's kind of slow and it could be boring or not exciting for adults. But like, I don't think it deserves to be in the top 5 lowest. Like maybe in the middle, like not ranking on the favorites or the, you know, I would
kind of like Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, I mean,
It played it safe.
I would probably replace that personally with the Mad Tea Party, just because like the theming is a little bit cute, but they have those teacup type rides in a lot of different like theme parks and boardwalks.
Right.
And even though it's Alice in Wonderland and like it is kind of themed really cute, I also don't like to be spun around like that a lot. What about you?
I would take the Aladdin's Magic Carpets and rank that right there with it because, again, that's like another Dumbo spinny ride, kind of like Triceratops Spin in Animal Kingdom, which was
on the lowest.
One of the lowest rides there. So, like, I mean, for me, it would be Magic Carpets.
And I said while we were walking by it, now I don't know if this counts as a ride, but it is definitely like an attraction. Fill Our Magic.
Yeah.
Always seems to get skipped, and you know,
well, they put Bugs Life on there.
Yeah.
So that was a show. Like Fill Our Magic for me, I dislike that with a passion.
Yeah. So I do think that Little Mermaid maybe just shouldn't be on the list, and definitely could be replaced. But you let us know. Are these rides must-dos for you? Do you feel like they should be taken off the list? Now I feel like if something is ranking as like a must-do for somebody, it's probably going to have like nostalgia in play.
Yeah.
Maybe going on it as you were a kid, and you know it has like a little bit of more heartfelt meaning to you.
But I'm sure some of this will ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, well, let us know about the food too. You know, like, do you feel like these food items are definitely skippable? What are your least favorite items in Magic Kingdom, and what are your favorites? And if you haven't checked out our favorites, check that one out. Well, we said in the beginning, all of those will be linked below for you. But you know, see what the top 5 were, and see if you agree with those too. This has been kind of fun. I knew that the food was going to be interesting for this one. I will pass on the turkey leg every single time.
Well, you guys stay tuned because we have Epcot and Hollywood Studios still coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We're really enjoying making these videos for you.
We are.
We hope you guys enjoy it too. And as always, stay fabulous.
All I want, all I